from the archives. Last year, December 2019, I did a posting on my Facebook profile from December 1 to 31st of words of truth. And this video I'm about to share is my final thoughts around those posting I did for 31 days. I'm sharing the video. It was a live video I did. I'm sharing it now on my YouTube channel. And in this video, it's more centered around what I shared concerning the works of Alfred Aiken. I used to make a mistake on the Alfred. I used to call Alfred Aiken. It's not Alfred Aiken, but it's actually Alfred Aiken. So this is my final thoughts around those postings. So in November, I plan to do a video version of those powerful words of truth. I hope you enjoy these final thoughts I gave just before the new year. It was a live stream I did just before the new year 2020. Thanks for watching. Well, this is just a quick video. In the last 31 days, I've been sharing words of truth. This is some kind of a final thoughts, because I've been very blessed. I hope those who got a chance to read those posts, I hope you have been blessed as well, because I've been marvelously blessed going through those quotes and materials that I've found to be very impactful in the area of truth. Key people that I've come across that have inspired me have been people like Mary Swartz, Neville Goddard, and also Alfred Aiken. Alfred Aiken's work were, I would say, is kind of mind-blowing. Alfred Aiken is one person I would say the key theme is God is all is God. There is no middle ground. There is no in-between. As far as it's concerned, the in-between is all an illusion. There is only God in the beginning, God in the end. And so I can't even put words to the way this material have expanded my thoughts around truth. I would like to round up, finalize this 31 days, just going through some of those statements. One of them that I found very powerful is goes like this. Starting with truth, the I that I am not interested in what I, spirit, is not. When we make a statement of truth, it is not a denial of error. It is merely a conclusion. Simple terms, error is non-existent. Error does not exist in truth. Error only exists in that puny human mind. Every application of truth is a denial of truth. To apply truth means to have a condition, state, circumstance, or thing to apply it to. Truth does not recognize anything that is not truth, because truth is. So truth does not recognize anything outside of itself. Went on to say, I do not look at any problem or try to cure or heal, change, or escape it. The sole concern is with truth, which is all, for truth precludes a little mind full of lack. In truth, there is no lack. And when I stay in truth and I declare that I know truth, it's not about denial, but it's a recognition that anything that does not look like truth is an illusion. When trying to say there is no other mind, hence none to be sick or well, in pain or not. So I don't have to worry about it or its state, condition, problem, or pain. There is no other mind. There is only one mind, and truth is mind. Mind is truth. And mind is God. So, in simple terms, where could problem be? The only place problem can exist is in that puny human mind. It's so, how would I say, very illuminating, mind-blowing, expanding. I mean, it's awesome. Now, lastly, even as I studied this material, I studied the works of Emmett Fox, Neville Goddard, Mary S. Watts. I find there's a theme around them. And the sad truth is that in truth, it can generate a blinding, I'll call it a blinding light. And many people, because the light is too bright, and some people would rather remain in a lie than to stay in truth. When one stays in truth, it means that it's like somebody pulling the rug from under a chair or under the table, as if there is no longer any support. There is no hiding place. You can't hide again. For truth reveals all the lies. And some people would rather hold on to these lies than to experience what truth has to offer. Because it doesn't just happen just like that. We need to stay in it. Because once that blinding light comes through, some people will pull back because it's too much. But the thing is that one needs to press on. As one press on, it's just like, when you've been in a very dark environment and then somebody just puts on the light. It's blinding. It's very blinding. But the point is you have to allow your eyes to adjust. But the sad truth is that many people run away. I would like there's one story that Alfred Aiken mentioned in one of his books that I read. It's about a guy. The guy, his wife, had a sickness. It was finally, it's more like it's terminal. The doctors have already said, you know what, you got to take your wife home and just start preparing. It's a terminal thing. So this guy approached a friend of his that knows Alfred Aiken. So it took him to one of Alfred Aiken's programs. So the guy was expecting probably Alfred Aiken was going to pray for him and perform some magic or miracle. When he got a chance to talk to her, because all throughout what Alfred Aiken was just talking about, God is all is God. It's all about that. There is no error in God. There is no error in truth. In truth, there is complete perfection, wholeness. So when the guy got to talk to Alfred Aiken, I just told him to go home. He asked him a question. Does he believe in God? Yeah, he said yes. He asked him, does he think that God can be sick? He said, no, how can God be sick? Well, there you have your answer. That means your wife cannot be sick. You guys did not get it initially. But we told him, go home and contemplate the wholeness of God. See the perfection and the beauty of God.
contemplate that God is truth. All is truth. God is perfection. Just stay in it. And the guy, well, at this stage, the guy was like desperate. You've already given him the wife a terminal prognosis, right? So he went home. To cut a long story short, he contemplated what God is all is God. And he said he actually did it. Then, when he fell asleep whilst he was contemplating the truth of God, then he said suddenly he saw his wife beside him. And he was surprised. What? The wife that was supposed to be dying? No. Everything went away. She was whole. Now, the sad truth about this story is this. This is where I going to about the light. Light of truth can be blinding. This guy told a friend that Alfred Aiken is a dangerous person. You know why? Because he said he can't believe that, I mean, with the way the result, the manifestation was too fast. So he felt that Alfred Aiken is dangerous to the world. You know why? Because this guy works he dispenses drugs as a pharmacist. His thinking was, if people like Alfred Aiken are let loose in the world, he's going to lose his job because people will be healed. Can you believe that? That's what sometimes people will rather remain in their lie rather than stay in truth. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful 2020, and I hope that you stay in truth and let the light of truth form your vision for 2020. Happy New Year, and thanks for listening. Bye.